Ah, it's the dishes. I am gonna help you take care of your dishes if they are in a big pile like this. First, you can start by seeing if anything is in the way. Like this thing is clean, so I'm gonna put that away. Alright, let me see here. What is that? I don't need that. Put that away. What is this? Put that away. I am not gonna use these. Put those away. So after you've asked yourself, is there anything in the way that can be put away before I start doing the dishes? Like stuff that doesn't even belong there? And you get that out of the way. Ask yourself, can I use the sink right now? Because if the answer is no, then how are you going to do the dishes? I'm just going to go ahead and start taking these big dishes out of the way so that I can, I don't know, use the sink to do the dishes. I'm just putting the big ones over on the stove. You can put them on the counter. If you don't have a stove or a counter to put them on, I don't care, you can put them on the floor. Just put them on the floor. Get them out of the way so that you can do the dishes. While I am doing this, I also have some chicken and vegetables in the air fryer because I want to just do that instead of having to saute them. I'm going to put them in my ramen, but I don't want to stand there and saute them. I got dishes to do. Look at this. Oh. What is that? Oh my god, is that a scrub mommy? So basically, I've only got 15 minutes to do the dishes before I gotta start making my lunch instead. It is at this point when I realize that there is gross food at the bottom of the sink, but that is okay. I'm going to remove that right now with a little paper towel. Other than the fact that it is gross, you want to remove it because it is going to clog the sink when you're trying to wash dishes, and that is just no good. So now what we are working with is a sink in which I can wash the dishes, except this one that I've just picked up looks terrible. I'm attempting to maybe see if I can scrub it, but then I just decide, never mind, I'm gonna let it soak. Hopefully not all of your dishes are like that, because if so, how are you gonna let 20 dishes soak, right? Actually, you know what, if you did have that problem, I would say just let them all soak at once in this area of the sink that you have just cleared out. Just clog the sink and fill it with soapy water and let all of them soak. But I don't have that problem, luckily. I'm just starting to pull dishes off the top of this pile here and scrub them one by one. I do have this problem though, where I will spend too long washing one dish and it's like, bro, you just gotta put the little soap in there and scrub it real quick and then put it to dry. Like, my point is, you don't need to take care of each dish like it is a newborn baby. Just kind of squirt soap on it and put the scrub mommy all over it and then rinse it off and put it to dry. Dude, if you're taking more than like 10 seconds to wash a dish, I think that's too many seconds. If you still didn't get it after 10 seconds, I think it needs to soak. And if you soaked it and you're like, man, I still cannot get the stuff off of here, that's okay, I've been there. You know what you do, you put baking soda on it, then you put some vinegar and it'll sizzle a little bit. You just let it soak in that. It's like super soaking it. Now, this video is not about figuring out why or how you have this big pile of dishes. It's not like, how did I let this happen? How did it get to this? How can I not have this happen? Those are all, I suppose, good questions to ponder, but not for this video. This video is just like, hey, I have a big pile of dishes. I don't even know what to do right now. I got you. Like I said earlier, your main thing is taking away any sort of weird little rags that don't need to be there. Sometimes I'm like, why do I have 3 rags in the sink? Not gonna use those. Get those out of there. Get any clean dishes that are drying out of the way. I'm sure they're dry by now if you have a big pile of dishes in the sink. Then you just gotta move some of the dishes out of one side of the sink. It doesn't matter where they go in the meantime. Put them on the floor if you gotta. Just get one side of the sink clear so that you can use the sink. Another thing that I think is really helpful is if you look to the right there and you see that little black mug of tools. Those are the dish tools. There's even one hanging from the cabinets. I think it's helpful for when you don't want to put your hand in a dish with the scrub mommy. Like, the scrub mommy's pretty cool, but sometimes you don't want to use that. Sometimes you need something longer or something with bristles. It's good to have some little brushies. Yay, we did it. It is the last dish. Wow. Okay, sick. We did it. We are all done now. Oh, just kidding. There are all the other dishes that we threw out. I am going to go ahead and put those in here so that we clear some of the room on the counter. My 15 minutes are up. I did not get to all the dishes, but I do have to go make my lunch. So after my lunch and after work, I will be coming back to finish these dishes.
Later.
At the end of my workday, I come back to do another 15-minute interval of doing the dishes. So I'm putting these away first because they are in my way. Anyway, let's make some room on the counter and put these dishes back. You will notice that there are more big dishes than there were earlier, and that is because I made lunch as well, and I took some dishes that were dirty off of the counter. Also, I gotta make sure to clean my glasses before this endeavor. Now I am wearing headphones this time. What I want you to know is that I am listening to spooky goth music this whole time that I'm doing the dishes. Now, what kind of spooky goth music? I don't know, I just found this playlist on Spotify. Someone made this. I'm gonna put it in the description so that you can also listen to spooky music while you do the dishes. We do also have a Scrub Krabby. He's a seasonal summer item. You can buy him online on the Scrub Daddy store, but he looks just so terrible, so I feel bad using him. Also, the Scrub Mommy has the sponge side and the scrubby side, so I just prefer that one. At this point, the 15-minute timer has gone off, but I still have not finished all the dishes. I am gonna come back a little later to finish them.
One eternity later.
I won't lie, this last one took me a little over 30 minutes, which means that it took me about an hour to do these dishes. At this point, I've pretty much done all the dishes. I mean, the silverware is still soaking and those 2 mugs are still there in the basket. My roommate ended up coming and just helping me finish. If you are overwhelmed with the amount of chores you got, and you've got a friend nearby who can either come help you or just come and sit with you while you do your chores, I find that that can be pretty helpful. It's not shameful to ask for help. It's something we all need sometimes. Even if you're able to do a lot of it yourself, sometimes just having a bit of help to finish it up can really make that much more of a difference.